How do we start it though? Just like that, hey? Hey, Darryl.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Darryl. Good to see you again. You're here. I don't know if anybody noticed, or if you haven't watched our first episode yet, you can go back and see it. But when we were done
Yeah.
recording, Darryl had mentioned that it kind of looked like I might have looked like a kind of Disney character there with the way I had my discs set up. So in honor of that, I've come prepared with
There
my
you go.
R2D2 ears
That's
that I
almost,
picked up.
that's almost perfect. Those discs,
And
they look like they're just sitting on the shelf right now.
well, I'm not going to wear this the whole episode. I just thought you might get a kick out of that.
Okay.
Now, I know I threw this on you. We didn't discuss this, so put on your
Yeah.
thinking cap here and shoot some
Yeah.
holes in my idea.
The bit of a pause there was me taking a second to try and think the pros and the cons.
And all you can think of is how wonderful the idea is, right?
Yeah, we'll end the episode there.
Yeah, no.
Or should I say, it could be partly my catchphrase? That I like your idea, but you're wrong.
Ouch.
I don't know. I don't necessarily love the idea. I'm not going to say I hate it. I'm just trying to think why I don't like it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Chain Out, the disc golf podcast for Canada. Nope, I'm not doing that one. I got lost.
I could feel you were like searching for words.
I'm like, I went way beyond the simple thing.
Yeah.
So we'll do it again. 5 seconds. It'll just be simpler. I think what it is I don't know what
Episode 3?
It's episode 3, but do I want to call it the Chain Out or Welcome to Chain Out podcast? Episode 3, I think.
Chain Out podcast.
Yeah, okay. Because that's how we've got it labeled, so.
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy, and with me as always is Darryl.
Hey, how's it going, Jeremy?
Going well, Darryl. How about you? How you feeling, buddy?
I don't know. Can you tell? My voice is. I'm not. I got that bit of a sexy Barry White voice going on, I think.
Oh, you say sexy Barry White. I was thinking maybe a little Phoebe Buffet smelly cat voice there. Podcasting energy that we've got is like a healing energy. That's what I'm going to say.
There you go. Yeah. Channeling my inner Phoebe Buffet.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thanks, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. Until then, Smelly Cat says, chain out.
Chain out.
There for it. But for me, I think what the difference is that if I have an errant shot at Nor'Wester, I'm going to hit a car. A car is pretty strong. My disc is going to bounce off it. If I have an errant shot at the hills, and
I know where you're going.
It's going to bounce off them, but it could do a lot more damage hitting a person. And I feel that those tight lines, I'd rather go onto a road and hit a car or hit a truck or something like that than hit an actual person. So that's what I'm going to use as my deciding factor of why I'd prefer to play Nor'Wester. Plus, Nor'Wester is going to have the longer distance, all of the things that we talked about than the hills. But one of those things is I'd rather hit a car than hit a person.
That's a fair.
Hey everyone, welcome to Chain Out Podcast. I'm Jeremy, and with me as always is your favorite co-host, Darryl.
Favorite co-host?
Why, thank you, Darryl and Jeremy. I'm so happy to be on Chain Out Podcast with you and glad that you were able to invite me. I'm really excited to tell you a lot about I'm not the guest that you were expecting to have on the show tonight? How did you know?
That's the thing. So I had a huge mix, a whole bunch of different brands, but then I hold a Comet, and then I hold a Buzz, and then I hold a Wasp. Name your EMAC Truth or whatever.
Yeah.
They all feel a little bit differently in your head. It's not the same disc, even if it's virtually the same disc. If you hold an EMAC Truth and a Buzz SS or whatever you consider to be the same as that, it's not gonna in your head, it's not going to be the same disc. So
yeah,
right.
That's such an interesting way to look at it, Jeremy. I've never thought about that. I mean, I know I've spoken. Obviously, Tim said that at one point he had 7 Nate Sexton Firebirds in his bag, and they kind of explain it. Yeah, obviously, the more beat in the disc gets, the more understable it gets. So that's why they have that. But until Brendan just said it, then like not necessarily having the disc because it beats in, but just having it because it feels the same. You've got the same disc in your hand, you're throwing it, and it's that's kind of just hit me there for a second. So it feels like I've just leveled up in my disc golf knowledge now. That's the reason for having multiple discs of the same, because of the feel.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to get you to stop buying discs. I just want you to buy more of the exact same disc.
Yeah,
and then if it's wrong, you just have to buy more of a different disc.
You want to hear something? I hear there's a secret word on the street. I don't know nothing. But I hear the secret word is horse feeder. But you didn't hear it from me. Yeah, no. So who knows what's going to happen in the spring and summer? Maybe we might go down to 1 every 2 weeks. Maybe we'll
don't
the quality
talk
will.
like that.
Who knows what's going to happen? I'm just preempted. I'm just kind of giving ourselves a barrier. What do they say? Under promise and over deliver.
Over deliver. I'm
There
just going to
you go.
over deliver all the time. You like the weekly? We're giving you the weekly.
Yeah, you don't have to episode. All right, let's do it. What have you been up to? People don't want to hear our woes of editing. They just want the final product. And this is the final product. So what have you been up to?
It's easy for you to say, hey, yeah, I'm cool if women play. Oh, it's a women's event. I'm going to go out to this other course and play that weekend. Well, why wouldn't you just give that weekend up and support them?
That's such a good point.
I was thinking that same thing, Jeremy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know
Kristen it makes total sense as well.
Kristen Swirls, I think, has an event coming up, right?
She's up first.
Yeah. She's up first. How many men are going to step up and spot? Like when I was in Crown Brook for Crush in 2022, we were flooded. Like the men were running the raffles. They were running the check-in. They were giving out, like passing the prizes to the tournament director. They were spotting. It was insane. Like we had so many men out there doing so many great things for the sport. It was just awesome to see the support. I had Crush here. We had guys coming out. We had families coming out. The moms were playing and the sons and husbands were helping. And I think it's really important. It's very easy to say, I'm okay with women playing. It's a little harder to give up your time to support women playing. And that's what speaks volumes. That's the true show of how much you really want them there. Does that, I guess.
Oh, yeah. No,
I'm not calling anybody out in particular. I'm just saying from personal experience and noticing the necessity of needing men, especially to walk the walk, just don't talk the talk.
Well,
I felt like that was just a light bulb moment that you just mentioned there, because when you were saying it, in my mind, I was thinking, well, it's a women's event, so they don't want that masculinity involved in it because they don't want, the men are here thinking that we can't look after the event. Like that was my mindset. But then when hearing you say that you want men involved because it shows that we're supporting, I looked at it from a different point of view, and I can understand now, actually we should be volunteering. And it's not like we're trying to take over. It's not like we're trying to say you can't run your own event. We're not saying any of that. It's just being involved and doing whatever you've done, like you said, picking up litter, spotting, and anything that happens just to make the tournament run successfully.
And the best thing to do is just reach out to the female TD and say, I want to give up my weekend and help you out. What can I do?
Guess what, Jeremy?
What?
Now our listeners and viewers have a chance to enter their own competition because, drum roll please, we're announcing our first ever Chain Out podcast competition. Woo, 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 woo. It just sounds like we're a bunch of trains. Hey, everybody. Why is that up there?
Hello, everybody.
Welcome along to episode 57 of Around the Basket. I am Darryl.
And I'm Dr. Nick.
I thought you were the count.
No, it's Jeremy.
57 Around the Baskets.
57 ATBs.
Yeah, welcome to Around the Basket. We just finished a great interview with...
Do you remember who it was? What was that guy's name? Was it like Carver or Carter? Carver Whitford.
Carver Whitford. I was going to say, he's probably one of those people. I was going to say a great young person, another junior episode. He wasn't a junior.
No.
He's an MPO. He's not going to school. He's taking his time out. Like he's in that in between.
Yeah.
Wouldn't call him a junior.
He's
an adult. He's a young adult. There you go.
That's
your
right.
dad. That's your dad taking over again.
Well, that was it. I had to really qualify. Sometimes you just got to lean into being a dad. One of it was to promote college disc golf. We always want to do that.
Right, for sure.
And two, just to get a feel for where he was at. Because, you kind of get to the end of school. I've always, I was a guy. Did you take a gap year?
I still am a guy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't take a gap year.
Yeah, see, I took a gap year. I took a year where I moved out on my own.
Yeah.
I worked at the Dairy Queen.
We were totally different. Carry on.
I worked at the Dairy Queen. I snowboarded and did all the things my mom and dad told me not to do for a year.
See, when you left, so you moved out, you worked at Dairy Queen, you snowboarded, you had piercings, you had a wallet on a chain.
I had my head shaved with long hair hanging off the top. I would dye my hair.
Right.
Yeah.
I left school.
I had a nipple ring.
I left school at 17 and joined the military and served my country.
Yeah, there you go. So pretty much even Steven.
Pretty much the opposite. Yeah.
And look at us now. How do you think two guys like us could ever come together?
Right.
I think
totally different.
I don't know about you, but mine was probably more of a facade of sorts. Like I believed in all of that stuff. I loved snowboarding and all that. I wanted to be different. I wanted to be my own person. That's what it was. But I don't have any of that going on right now. I've just got a beard. That's my one standout thing. And I don't know if you call it that. I shaved it down.
It's funny because you say you had long hair, you dyed it, and you're this rebel type person, and now you're a dad, you're stubble, you have a job, you have kids, and all this. Whereas I was in the military, I had shaven head, crew cut, whatever. You couldn't have any facial hair. I never had any tattoos. I never, straight laced. I was, like I said, fighting for my country and your freedom and stuff like that.
Yes, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
I've got a beard. I've got, I'm kind of like gone the opposite way of, because I think obviously, when you've done one thing for so long, then all you want to do is do the opposite, right? So yeah, as soon as I left the army, I was like, I'm never going camping again. I'm done with the outside. I'm done with that,
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know what? This is the Patreon episode. This is where we interact with our peeps. Who's in the chat?
Chat is full tonight. We've got Dylan in the chat. We've got Mark in the chat. We got Sam. Doc is in the chat as well. We got Brendan in the chat. Who else? We got.
That's
so
awesome.
full.
Well, thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Let's jump on some stuff.
Jump on it.
Well, I think there was a question or two in there. I saw my name mentioned. I thought I saw Doc say back in the days when you could live off working at Dairy Queen.
What if you knew what he said? Why are you asking me to say it?
Well, just so that you would, I kind of commented on it, you could look a little bit more.
There you go.
So I'll say, Doc, one of the things about that when I could live off working at Dairy Queen, but we had two roommates at first and made the epic error decision of having a roommate come in 2 weeks before we moved in that we'd never known before. And just met and worked at the Dairy Queen with us.
Right.
And we thought, 3 people in an apartment is way better than 2. We'll get a 3-bedroom. It'll be cheaper. Didn't take long for him to get evicted due to his miscreant behavior.
I've heard that story. Yeah.
And then it ended up being the two of us on shaky ground for the rest of the year, paying for a 3-bedroom place by ourselves with our Dairy Queen income. So 50% of the budget went to beverages. And then 50% went to Ichiban and ground beef, frozen vegetables, iced tea. Like it was a very meager diet. And as much as we could, we got a 50% discount at Dairy Queen. We would utilize that. And the other thing we would do is that we would be doing extra work at the Dairy Queen. So we would clean out the fryers and dump the grease and replace the grease and do all of those things. And we would clean out the ice cream machines in the middle of the night. So we would make sure before that grease went out, well, we'd have to do a couple of chicken fingers, right? For our hard work and stuff. Luckily, right. My dad had the place or owned the place, so I think I had a little bit of leeway. But yeah. Anyways, did that catch you up enough to see what else was in there?
Yeah. Doc is happy because he's able to catch around the basket. He normally has to be in bed by this time, so that's good for him. People are talking about getting out and playing at Rundle, and has the snow melted? And Dylan's saying that he doesn't remember what T-pads feels like. The fact that you're standing on probably 3 or 4 inches of snow and ice and everything else.
Well, I got a couple of things with that. Well, one, where Winter League is playing out at Rundle, so I'm interested in it as well. Luckily, I was able to see Mark's scorecard from yesterday, and he played a pretty good round. He was playing with our buddy Tyler, and Tyler's a really good player, but his score wasn't good. I actually asked Mark if Tyler was playing left-handed. The score didn't look so
that
good.
Bad?
It did, but apparently Tyler was just having some.
Yeah, he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing. It was -5.
Yeah.
Minus. Yeah.
There you go. And then, Doc, I was going to ask you, too. Darryl and I were talking just after the Chain Out episode about Smoky Rides, I think it was, in there from Oklahoma, and just wondering if there was a connection to you or if that was just another new U.S. listener, because that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
It's always great to see all of you listeners that are in there on a regular basis.
And we appreciate every one of you.
Exactly. We certainly do. And it's exciting to see new faces as well. It always makes us smile. It was a really bumping episode.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it?
It's bumping in here.
It was bumping in here, said Mr. Sam.
Yeah. Dylan said he posted a photo on a Twitter account of our league round a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Diskin.
Oh, he tweeted it? App. Did he tweet it?
He tweeted it. Yeah. He called it Twitter. Dylan's not young anymore. He called it Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brendan's in the chat.
Hey, Brendan. Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, you're different, Jeremy, says Mark. From what you are now, from what you used to be.
Oh yeah, totally.
Darryl's country set him to watch Jeremy.
That's true, actually. I think that's what it is. I wouldn't.
Now I look more like a Canadian military. All the rules are gone. Well, that's the way of the world, I think. Yeah,
that's it. Well, hey Darryl, I wanted to throw this out there, and I threw this at you at the beginning and said, "Here's a couple things I think we could talk about on Around the Basket."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I said, "Oh man, I don't know if you knew this." But there was an article in a Canadian newspaper, the Financial Post.
Wow.
And it was about Simon Lizotte.
Yeah.
And you said, dude, it was everywhere.
It was everywhere. If you're a Canadian disc golfer, I think you reposted that, Simon Lizotte was in the post, and everybody was like, oh, Simon Lizotte, disc golf, it's in the Financial Post. Financial Post, yeah.
Did you read the article?
No.
Okay. Well, I have the article here.
Okay.
So we got a link. I don't know. Do you want to drop the link in the chat maybe if anybody wants to see it?
Just so you're up to date. Doc said nope. He was Smoky Rides was a new person to Doc.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's it, Doc. Yeah, that's it. We're breaking into the US of A.
Well, we already did with Doc, but he said he felt sad that he's no longer the token American on the show.
Well, you'll always be our first.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's fantastic. So we'll drop that link in there. It was called How Disc Golf Star Built Million a Year Career. And so it was all about Simon Lizotte playing disc golf and talking about how he created an audience, selling merchandise, getting into media, that type of thing. Mm-hmm. And what was interesting to me was for the salary, I guess if you want to call it that Simon makes, he said that 3 out of every $4 that he earns comes from media presence and product sales. It doesn't come from tournament wins. It doesn't come from, just salary.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Everyone talks about Paul and Simon, the $1 million golfers, right? Mm-hmm. The contracts they signed. But we don't know. We just hear $1 million contracts. We just hear $1 million contract. We don't know what the breakdown of that is. So if he's saying that 3 out of $4 comes from media presence and product sales, mm-hmm. It's not that Simon signed a contract for 10 years, $10 million will give you $1 million a year. Mm-hmm. It's not as easy and as simple as that type of contract. It's probably $1 million broken down over making 15 or 12 appearances, mm-hmm. or doing this and the amount of product sales that you have to, you know, if you once you hit a target product, then you'll get a bonus and it'll add up to that million. But it's probably not just, I mean, we know it's not probably, there's no way it's $1 million straight up contract.
No, it's true. I don't know why. I was almost going to crack up there on you. But you were saying really good stuff. But no, I agree with you. It wouldn't be just that. There's got to be a lot of obligations and such.
Yeah.
But beyond that, like because of what he created with his videos, his trick shots, everything else that he's been doing, he had said in the article that in 1 month, it was probably his strongest month.
Yeah.
He made $25,000 US in YouTube ad revenue.
That's crazy, right?
25 grand.
And that kind of goes to what Doc is saying here in the chat as well. He said Simon before COVID and bigger purses used to say he'd make more from highlight videos than winning a tournament. So that stands true.
Doing it on purpose now.
I know you are. Yeah. And I think, you know, I mean, I know it's not the same sport, but it's the same principle, is that's the same thing that Brody had said. That the money that he could make off his videos was just unreal.
That's right.
He doesn't need to play.
No, he can make a ton off of that and does sometimes. And I think really we've seen that he's kind of making things happen right now with his Ace videos. Is he still doing them? I haven't seen one lately, his Ace every day.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while.
So it's one of those things, if Brody can't keep it going for 30 days, you understand how tough it is.
He's just more interested in losing weight. Have you seen how much weight he's lost?
He's lost a ton of weight when you saw his little peel down. But hey, going back to the Simon article just for a minute, we can go into Brody as well. Yes, you've lost a lot of weight. If you're not sure if Darryl's lost any weight, just spend 10 minutes with him. He'll tell you.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But the other thing is that Ben Smith got a shout out in the article as well.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And we saw the video because you're going to crack up now. No, we saw the video because Simon came up to Canada. They mentioned that and that he helped Ben play the
ski lift course.
Yeah, the ski lift course and the 3 holes straight up the mountain and everything else.
I don't think we talked about that.
I thought we touched on it, but go ahead. And
we may have touched on it, but yeah, we may have said, it was nice to see. But for people that we talked last week about the Malloy documentary.
Yeah. For
people that didn't see, on Simon Lazotte's channel, he did a kind of a mini documentary where he came up to Canada and he visited that course, and it must have been shot months ago because they were still cutting in from the holes and they're kind of putting the baskets in the right place, and they were getting Simon to play it, and it just started snowing
too, so it was early, but
they were getting his thoughts on it just to see. Cheers, night Mark, thanks for stopping by. Getting his opinion on it, right? Getting a pro's perspective of how to play it, whether they would move. Because I think on some holes he was even saying, he's like, this is a good shot from here. But then if we move the tee pad back here, and then Ben was like, well, yeah, but then we got to think about the average golfer, that they're just going to do a layup and then they're throwing over. So, it was good to see that.
Well, I think you had a fun line there that Simon did with it too about doing his favorite thing about course design on a hole.
Right.
You want to say that one?
Can't remember the exact line, but it was basically throwing the disc and whatever tree it hits, cut it down. And he was like, "This is the way I, design a hole. Throw the disc down the fairway, and the trees that it hits, that's your line." And then he proceeded to throw the disc and didn't hit a single tree all the way down the fairway and landed it. Yeah, and I think he actually threw a second disc and didn't hit another tree either.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good documentary.
Well, and the other part that was kind of cool about it is always nice to see is, so Simon's on a course he's never played before, and he threw some bad shots.
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't afraid to keep them on there, and it was nice to see that, there's something about seeing a pro hit a tree or grip lock or something like that, and you go, oh, they do that too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then further to that, I learned something new in the article.
Yeah.
I always wondered how much players make off of signature discs and such, and what that is, like what everyone that gets sold. And in the article, they said $2 to $4 per disc, which is less than I thought it would be. What did you think? Was that because they sell for what, like $30 Canadian sometimes?
I mean, if you really looked at it and thought about it, because I'm just going to speak with Innova, but if you think like a Thunderbird, Halo Star Thunderbird, might be $22 to $25, maybe $26. But then you look at a Calvin Heimberg Halo Star Thunderbird, it might be $30, $32. So there's a $6
just that
markup.
little markup.
Yeah. So you think out of that $6 then, how much are they getting? Are they just getting the full $6? Maybe not. So obviously they're not if they're getting $2 to $4. But that is American, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
maybe that's
they
about
do
$6
just get
Canadian.
Yeah.
Well, the other thought too is that if I understand right, is if it's sold by the manufacturer, they get a certain amount, and if it's something that they've been given and sell, they get more.
Did you just see Doc's comment?
No.
Oh, he's saying exactly that.
Oh, okay.
$2 if
think alike. Thanks, Doc.
$2 if you buy from the store, $4 if you were to buy from the player. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
So it helps the player if you can buy straight from them, but it's almost you have to run into them and see them, because if you start adding shipping to it, then they just eat up that amount, right? Or you're paying the extra for shipping if you're getting it through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think probably buying from the player kind of comes, because I don't know many players that would actually ship discs. Maybe some do. I think their sales mainly comes from when they get to an event, after they play their practice round, they're setting up a stall, and we've seen it at nationals.
Paige,
Paige.
Not setting up a stall,
opening up this. Well,
she set up like a whole store. It felt like she had a store as good like a portion of the Innova tent almost.
Right, but she had her van there. Open up the side doors of her van, pull all the discs out, and then she's got her store right there. Right.
Yeah.
It's not just like you're setting up with a blanket on the ground and you've got a couple of discs.
Just opening up the boot of your vehicle and just selling it out there like a boot sale or something.
Right. She and she didn't just have her own discs either. She had a lot of her own stamps, but she had a lot of other buzzes and other discs that you might want.
She's a big supporter of Team Discraft, so I'm sure that was part of it. And I think Connor ended up joining her and putting some discs out too, because I don't know how much she had, but
okay, yeah, I don't
just
remember.
working together.
Yeah.
So my question to you, after reading that and kind of talking about it a bit, it feels like Simon started, as we noted in the comments, he started before COVID, and then he probably got that COVID bump. And I'm like, no discredit to him, because he's throwing trick shot, he's doing cool things like that. He's really leaning into, what was it, the Crush Boys that we were talking about?
Yeah.
Leaning into that. Do you think there's still an ability at this time in disc golf to build a brand that could get you? I don't even know if anyone would ever sign anyone for $1 million a year.
No.
Because even did Kristen get signed for that by Lat 64?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's I think it was like a perfect confluence of events for Ricky, Paul, and Simon.
Well, yes. I don't. So a couple of things. One, in the chat, Jeremy's talking about how Simon got famous, or not got famous, but built his brand on the Crush Boys and what his YouTube channel was. I want you to let me know what your favorite Simon Lizotte trick shot was, because I have a couple of my favorites. Do I think that's going to happen again? No, because I think the COVID boom, the money was there. Everybody thought if we spend money to make money, but not realizing that, the boom and people might just go away again. It's not going to keep trending upwards. I don't think we're going to see $1 million contracts again.
Never?
And
you think, like, and I don't mean just inflation and stuff.
Right.
You don't think that there'll ever be another opportunity like that in disc golf?
No, I would. There might be, but
what would have to happen?
It's going to the sport's going to have to get bigger. We're going to have to get more bigger investors. We're going to get more people, more eyes on the sport. And you've seen it kind of on the Pro Tour with we spoke about it once at the Niska Fall League. We were talking about it. How did LL Bean become a sponsor on the Disc Golf Pro Tour? How did the shaving foam company Barbasol? How where is the link between shaving foam or an insurance company or whatever they LL Bean are and disc golf? It's probably, and as Brody has said, it's probably someone at LL Bean's daughter or son, plays disc golf and says, "Dad or Mom, you should sponsor this disc golf thing." And they're okay.
Like, well, how much does it cost?
Yeah.
$5,000? What?
Yeah.
$5,000
Whatever.
for some of those big companies.
Yeah.
I think they said too is that this year Powerball, I believe, is a big sponsor.
Oh man, you guys are just on same wavelength.
What, Doc and I?
Doc just put it in the chat. Oh hey, Chain Up Podcast. How do you guys feel about Powerball sponsor?
Yeah, so Powerball. So that is the lottery, isn't it? Isn't that the monster lottery in the US?
In the US, yeah.
I feel really good about that.
As long as it's a big sponsor, I don't really care who it is.
Yeah.
If they're bringing money, I mean, it sucks that it's American, but it's still eyes on the sport. It still promotes disc golf.
What do you mean that it sucks though?
that it's not promoting.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Okay,
not
Powerball's
elevating-
great. Let's get
Yes.
Lotto 649. Is that what you're telling us?
I'm just saying that. I mean, it doesn't suck. Maybe that's the wrong expression. What I'm saying is, it's great for disc golf in general. It's promoting disc golf. Hopefully it will attract more people to come and play those events. It'll get it more recognized on TV, other than the ESPN shot of the day or whatever.
If we could see it on ESPN every week, I'd be excited about that.
Goes back to like when the COVID boom just happened and all that. Jomez had the CBS. I think they partnered with CBS for like one event or maybe two events, and they did coverage. If we can get, I mean, now maybe this is the thing that's not going to happen, is saying get disc golf onto terrestrial TV or cable TV, but is that where people are watching stuff nowadays? It's all just on demand. People, if you want to watch ESPN, are you watching it live on TV, or are you firing up your Roku box or your Amazon Fire Stick or whatever, and you're going to the ESPN app, or you're watching it online? Is there a need for terrestrial TV to try? Like, how are you going to get more eyes on the sport other than YouTube? Can you get it on ESPN? Can you get it on any major network?
Well, one idea that I have with that might grow.
And going back to why I think Powerball was bad, it's not bad. It's definitely going to be great. It just, we don't see any of that in Canada. We need a big investor in the sport in general, but also maybe if they do see Powerball, maybe 649 would say, oh, you know what? We can do the same thing in Canada. Or maybe there's another Canadian company. Maybe Dairy Queen could sponsor an event.
My dad doesn't own one anymore. I can't pull that string as well. But you know what, though, too, is you're right, because I think if you were just talking about it from a Canadian perspective, it's like the Powerball money to PDGA will go to PDGA USA. Hopefully some of it might filter into Canada, but we do know that any money from Canadian tournaments and that type of thing that gets paid to PDGA stays in Canada. So that's a way for that. And I'm sure it's the same with Europe and in all of those locations. It's a good way, though, that PDGA structured that to make sure that Canadians who join and pay their membership fees really do feel like their membership fees are going back into Canadian disc golf. So, and then American going to American disc golf, that kind of thing. So did we have any answers on the trick shots? Because I'll tell you, I'm trying now. I kind of get confused though, because I don't know if it was Simon or if it was Randy Duke, because he's done some pretty good trick shots. But there was one where there was, or was it Brody even? Maybe, I don't know who it was.
Just keep naming people.
Naming people who do trick shots. But the one that I can remember was a boat driving by and hitting the basket in the back of the boat.
That was Randy Duke.
Was that? Yeah, that was impressive.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's funny because there's two Simon trick shots that I'm thinking of, and Dylan said the bridge with the van driving by. Duh.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the one. If you remember that one where he's driving by the van. And he's down in the water, and the van drives by, and he throws it, and it hits the ace on top of the van. Yeah, that was the one. And then the one that was pinned to his channel for quite some time, where he did the double ace. He had two discs in one hand, and he was throwing them at two baskets. And he said he was out there for hours, and you could see the grass was turning into mud where he had been throwing so many times. And he would throw them, and he'd hit one ace, but the other one would chain out, or he would miss both, or the other one would go in and that one wouldn't. And he was out there for so long, and he goes up to his GoPro, and he's like, or his camera. He's like, the battery says it's just about to die. I've got like 2% left on my battery. One more shot. I just don't think I'm ever going to make the two-shot ace. And on his last throw, obviously his last throw, he's not going to carry on. But just before the battery dies, he throws it, and he managed to hit the double ace.
Nice.
Yeah, so that double ace or the bridge with the van is obviously the...
Well, and there's a third one, and an even more recent one, which isn't necessarily an ace or anything, but it's that slow motion disc flipping that he did before he throws, and it's all one smooth motion.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 flips.
Yeah, and that's in slow-mo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So at real-time speed, he does that and still gets a clean shot out.
That's the thing that's more impressive. Well, it's all impressive, the fact that he can flip it and know where it is in the air to be able to grab it. But then he grabs it perfectly and pull back, reach through, and releases it on a good throw as well. We could do it and grab it, but it'd be upside down. It'd be between 2 fingers or whatever, right? We wouldn't be able to grab it perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of chat going on about the sponsorships and things like that. Do you feel when PDGA has an American-only sponsor, it's kind of against other countries? I kind of said that wrong, but you know what I mean. It would be like Canada having the maple syrup tour. And then Sam said, I'd do a tour of maple syrups.
Are we just trying them? Is that what we're doing?
If you stream ESPN, more than likely you're already a sports watcher. Terrestrial TV, ESPN would maybe reach more casual than just your channel flipper watchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Well, was it called 30 on 30?
Jeremy did that play on a boat by Lonely Island on the boat video. Not too sure about that.
Yes.
You know what that is that about?
Did they play on a boat by Lonely Island on a boat video? Yes. You know what's funny? I've been listening to the Lonely Island Seth Meyers podcast, and they did cover on a boat, and I just played that for my kids for the first time.
Oh, okay.
You don't know them as well.
No.
But I've shown you. But these are just the most ridiculous videos, right? By these three guys, and they're going hardcore rapping, or they call it like frapping, fake rapping.
Yeah.
So they call it frapping. And they've got T.I. on the track, and T.I.'s just being T.I., right? Or no, is it? Yeah, I think it is. But yeah, it's T.I. And anyways, it's just like, come on. Like, it's amazing. Anyways, long story short, yes. Now, going back to... I don't know. I think we finished off with the article there.
Okay.
But are we at that point where we jump to our other thing, do you think?
We can.
Yeah, because everybody stuck around. You guys have stuck around for it. We're not going to make you wait any longer. It's time for... Silhouette. Silhouette.
I need to get a...
Silhouette.
I need to get an AI
theme
song.
You just get me. What do you want me to say?
Okay.
You know what you get. You get the silhouette. You know what you do. You go the who.
Okay, moving on.
Who throws a shoe?
Okay, now you're stretching it. All right, silhouette, who. For those who don't know, who haven't seen this fantastic quiz, the one that everyone keeps coming back for, I will bring up a silhouette of a disc golfer, maybe throwing, maybe an iconic pose for them. There'll be a mix of MPO, FPO. There'll be a mix of American and Canadian. I need to find out if my dad went to Canada. Me and Jeremy are mashing too much.
You know what? I think we just became best friends, Docs. You get that one, right?
I get that one, yeah.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, get back to it.
So, MPO, FPO.
Yes.
There will be MPO and FPO. There will be American and there will be Canadian.
And is it anybody's on the card because we're in the new year, or did you try to not use people we've seen? Like,
I'm never going to use someone we've already seen.
Oh my gosh.
It's
okay,
all brand
Dylan,
new people.
Keep in mind, these are all brand new people.
So these are all brand new. If you think you know it, it's not someone we've seen before. Are you ready for the first one, Jeremy?
We are ready for some silhouette.
Who?
That sounded good. I like that.
Who is that?
That is AB.
You think that's AB?
I don't know. That's like with the big cap on. That's who I'm thinking of.
Okay. You've locked in your answer for AB?
Well, I'm not locking it in. We got to let the chat have a look as well.
I know. I want you to have your lock in before they tell you who it is.
Oh,
no,
my lock.
You think it's AB?
That feels like an AB one, but I just don't know if we've done AB.
Sam says AB.
All right, you starting out nice.
Yeah. Okay. If Sam says AB, you say AB. I'm sure Dylan's going to say AB as well. Going once, going twice. It's Anthony Barella. Of course it is.
The hat, even the hat and the way he's got the disc curved.
Yeah.
It's almost like, do you remember if you did an early Jeremy silhouette?
Yeah.
What it would look like? It would need a little bit of motion in it.
Yeah, no, I started you off easy with that one. Like you said, there's a couple of things that stand out about him is the hat.
Mm-hmm.
And again, there's only a few players that hold it out in front of them, but they all hold it in a certain different type of way. And even looking at that as a silhouette, you said, okay, it's the hat, but it's also, I don't know if it's the arm, maybe it looks like it's a cocked wrist or something, but yeah. Okay, you're a bit late on that one, Dylan, but you got it right.
You did.
So you're 1 for 1, Jeremy. You ready?
Well, the other thing too is Anthony Barella is you
Yeah.
could just do with him because he's so good at imitating other people. It's like,
You're right.
This is Anthony Barella doing who?
Nicholas Antela. Yeah. All right, you ready for your second silhouette?
Who? Ooh.
Who is that?
Oh.
Some of them I've tried to pick their most iconic poses.
Yes.
Some of them it's the only photo I could find, so they're going to be a little bit tricky. This one, I can guarantee you the chat is going to know.
Okay.
So don't look at the chat right now.
Let me just talk it out. So I can see that they've got a bag in their hand, in their back hand. That's a thing. I don't know why I want to say eagle, like a chalk bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wanted to say eagle, but eagle wouldn't be wearing a hat. I mean, I don't think he would be. So he wears some hats, but his would be more like a Barella hat. So Dylan's there with eagle.
Doc says goose. Sam says my first thought was eagle. Dylan says eagle.
All right. Well, then I said eagle too. I think we're good there. Then.
You did say eagle.
Yeah, that was my first guess. I'm getting an eagle vibe.
Doc said goose.
Ooh.
It's Eagle McMahon.
Yeah, and he's got a hat on. He's got some pretty big shades sometimes. You know, the one thing I'll tell you about Eagle is when I've been an interesting character, you said when I was younger, it's like Eagle just never stopped being 17-year-old Jeremy.
Exactly. Yeah.
He never had military Darryl.
Right. Yeah.
to set him straight.
Eagle win. Yeah. Like you can, just the way that he's looking over his shoulder, his reach back, I don't know. Just to me, that's just
pure Eagle.
Pure Eagle all day. Okay, I think we're going to start to get a little bit harder. Okay. If I remember. I did put these in.
Are you playing the game along with us?
This is a little bit harder for you now.
Okay. My first guess without anything else, and then I'm gonna change.
Yeah.
First, it was going to be Rebecca Cox at first.
Okay.
And what's really thrown out to me is it looks like there's some hair there. And I know Rebecca Cox has a nice curly long hair, but then it also wants to make me think of maybe Cadence Burge.
Yeah.
But then I'm seeing the glasses there too.
Right.
Is what I'm seeing. So Haley King is glasses, but we know she's kind of tall and thin.
Normally wears a hat.
Yeah. And then, so who is that other? There's a redheaded player. Would you help me with the name?
Cynthia Ricotta?
Yes. No, maybe.
It's not her.
Sarah
Sarah. Which one?
Hokum
Sarah
is
Hokum?
what he would.
Yeah.
What Doc would be saying.
All I will say, if it was Sarah Hokum, which is not.
Well, we know you would use the forehand.
I would use the forehand where she's
Doc, he would give us a little bit of help with that where her arm looks like it's broken.
Oh, Sam says he agrees. Well, you think it's Sarah Hokum as well, Sam? Which I've kind of spoiled the fact that it's not.
Yeah. Well,
like I said, this one now is starting to get a bit tricky because now, and I'll give you a little bit of a clue.
And there's two discs.
I was just going to say, I'll give you some clues. One, this is a person that
is going to... Who's a two-discer?
Is a double discer.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, because the pose is a little bit awkward, it looks like there's hair, and there is hair.
Mm-hmm.
But from this angle, like you're saying Rebecca Cox, when I can see what you're saying, you're picking up on the right things. You're picking up on glasses. You're picking up on long hair. You're picking up on double discs. You're thinking of things that are separating it. So which one are you going for?
Well, I'm not done yet. We did Kona as well.
So you've
mixed Canadians in, and you know who else does two discs as a Canadian? Joe
Henderson?
When she's putting. And she taps them together.
Does she wear glasses?
Her things. No, I'm just saying.
Right, okay.
We
got a lot in the chat here. We Sarah Hokum, we have Paige Shue, we have Erica Stinkbomb. Sorry.
Seriously?
Sorry.
Stinchcomb. Get this man another tea.
Dylan says Sarah Cox. Erica is good guessing. Erica's a good guess. We find out the hair was just a tree blocking the picture. No, that's not it. It is just the picture of the person.
Okay.
Who are you going with?
Well, I had gone with Rebecca at the start. I don't know if she goes with two discs. And again, so I'm going to go with the chat. Let's go Erica. Let's go Erica Stinchcomb.
Erica Stinchcomb. This one is a tricky one.
Okay.
And you're wrong. In the chat.
Yeah.
They're wrong as well. Silva Saarinen.
That's the other thing about these silhouettes is they always, I don't know about the chat, but it did not look like she was facing forward. It looked like she was turned away. Tell me, chat, if that's what you saw as well. I saw the person looking away. I didn't see the person looking forward.
Right.
Silva.
It was a tricky one. I'll give you that. It was hard because of the hair. It made it look like it's hard to get that definition, right?
Yeah.
The separation between where her head and what her head is.
Maybe what you should do is we should do stick figure drawings next. Silhouette who.
Yeah.
It would be stick figure who.
Yeah. It's
That's a good one though.
Yeah.
And now I know she putts with 2 discs.
There you go.
What do you? I got to find out what she putts with. I'm not sure if it's a Proxy or Nomad or.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, but I don't know. All right, you ready for number 4?
Yeah, Doc was with me. He thought they were looking the other way, but Dylan didn't see that.
Number 4. Who do we have first?
This
Red
will be
AB,
Yep.
Red Eagle,
and then we had Silva. And that was like you're still using big names, which is good.
Yeah.
That's Nico.
You think that is Nico Lacastro?
Nope, Nico Forbes.
Nico Forbes.
That's my guess right away, and the reason being is we know Nico's a forehand player. I can almost see a feather in the air. It looks like a young person. That screams Nico Forbes, the Canadian phenom.
That's who you think it is?
Yeah.
All right.
Jeremy's married. All other women look alike to him.
Yeah.
LOL. Eric Stickcomb.
Eric Stickcomb.
Oh, or Haley we've got there.
Haley.
Oh.
She wears a cap.
And I'm just looking at that all day, and tell me that's not Nico Forbes. Someone's gonna have to really get it for me. So Doc's saying Haley, but Doc probably doesn't really know Nico.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the junior episode with Haley with Nico Forbes. Doc, we've had him on twice.
Yeah.
Dylan says, "Yep."
Yeah, let's go, Nico Forbes, baby.
Yeah, it's Nico
there
Forbes.
he
I
is.
thought I'd give you an easy one after the hard Silver Saarinen.
Yeah.
And I figured you're going to get it from the feather sticking up out of the hat.
The feather of the hat, even the shape of his hand, it would almost be like when we were talking about Alistair, and I pointed out to him that it's cool the way you hold the disc with 2 hands. He's like, oh, I do?
Right.
But it's like if you had that shot of him and you got a good silhouette of it, it'd be pretty easy, you think, too.
The thing was with the Nico one, there was a backhand that I was going to throw in as a bit of a trick. But I figured that the feather in the hat would give it away. But then I'm like, if I give him a forehand, you're gonna know that it was Nico. Nico in that pick would be great as a lost boy.
Yeah, he would. And so Doc, just to give you a little info there, Nico spoke at Canadian Nationals welcoming the parents and the juniors, and man, he makes us look like we just started out. He's such a good speaker.
Cracking jokes and everything.
And we had another guest or another person scheduled to speak after Nico.
Yeah.
And they just bowed out. They said, nope, I'm not talking.
Not following
Not
Nico.
following Nico. That's how we end it. And then the sheep came out.
Canadian.
That's when the sheep... No goats? Were there goats?
Yeah.
Or was the goats? The goats came out. Yeah, that's when the goats came out.
Don't set them off. All right. Silhouette.
Who?
Number 5.
Number 5.
So this one is going to be a tricky one because this looks like somebody else. If I look at it, even now I look at it, I can see somebody else.
Mm-hmm. I thought Paul when I saw it, but I think we've already done Paul.
We've done Paul Macbeth. And that, when you look at that to me screams Paul Macbeth.
Yeah.
But it's not Paul Macbeth.
And then I could also see it maybe being Simon. Oh, yeah. So Doc's seen him on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So then maybe, no, not Simon. Maybe Simon?
We've done Simon.
Okay. So it can't be Paul and it can't be Simon. So then who else might have modeled their game after them? Maybe is it, Doc, we're on the same page, but we are the only because Darryl's telling us he did Simon in one of the previous versions of this. Oh, Yuli.
Yuli's a good shout. I can see Yuli in there.
Yeah, Dylan, I see that. And we haven't seen Yuli yet.
Yuli has not been on. Doc's just gonna. You see, Doc's smart. He's writing down all these disc golfers so that he knows.
We should
who
go.
we've had.
I think I'll have to go back to the other around the baskets and write them all down, especially if you're going to say no repeats.
Yeah, no repeats. Brendan says it looks like Paul Macbeth. It does.
Well, it certainly doesn't look like
just in the
Ezra
face.
Aderhold. That's for sure. Because it looks like this guy looks a little bit like he's got my stature to him, just in the silhouette. So
this person does have a very unique throw.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to encapsulate that in the still, but I couldn't really find his run up. But this is the best shot I could get of this person. It is a tricky one. There's no outstanding features. This person, I mean, he's wearing a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a backhand right or backhand left?
Yes, that was it. Because when I first
Is he
started
facing
looking at
us?
it, he looked like he was facing us. But like those boxes that you can draw, those 3D boxes, and if
Yeah.
you blink your eyes, it now looks like he's going away from us.
I will tell you that he is going away, so you know he's a righty.
Okay, so we know he's a righty.
That doesn't really narrow it down, but
Head turn.
Doc says Stokely. Final answer.
All right, and then I'm
Brendan
thinking
says Innova guy, can't remember his name.
Innova guy. Well, there's a number of them.
Yeah.
I was also kind of leaning at first was into maybe Isaac or Ezra, but I don't think this doesn't look like the right frame for either of them.
Right.
Let's go with Goose, maybe. Could it be Goose? No, I don't know.
Oh. Well,
I'm struggling.
I'm saying no because I think Goose doesn't look like that.
And
That's not his
Stokely
form.
doesn't look like he's that tall either. So Innova guy, can't remember the name.
Throw out a name. Think of a pro golfer.
Oh.
Do you want me to give you a clue?
Yeah.
He's American.
All right, so it's not Thomas Gilbert. We can take that off the table.
I will tell you this.
Mm.
He does not throw Innova, Discraft, or Discmania. So it could be Prodigy, could be Dynamic Discs, could be Westside, could be Lat64, could be Thought Space, could be Clash.
I don't even have a guess, but so you just might throw out a name.
Throw out a name.
But it's not even close, though. Let's say Gavin Babcock.
Gavin Babcock.
There you go. I'm just throwing out a name.
It is...
Oh, it was Isaac. Come on.
Robinson.
I said that,
Oh,
too.
Sam just got Isaac
yeah.
as I revealed it. Yeah.
Well, you know what it was is that when you look at the way he's kind of bent over, and in the silhouette, it looks like he's maybe a little portly compared.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, Isaac's very fit. Ezra's very fit.
For me,
Ezra's a little bit more stout, but
it was the face that made it look like Paul Macbeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it's Isaac.
You know, if you ever watched Isaac throw, like he does this kind of a run up, and then it's a kind of he's got like a fast pull through, and it's got like a little shuffle, and it's a weird kind of.
So if it was a whole silhouetted video, it would have been easier to tell. All right, no, we're good. Let's keep going. Let's keep rolling. How many more? All right, that's about halfway.
Yeah, we're halfway. We got 10. We're up number 6. So number 6 silhouette.
Who? All right.
A little bit trickier.
Forehand. That part's easy.
That's why there's a reason why I picked.
This arm is like this.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing a hat. Who's holding one up here and then bringing it down?
I will say this. I'll give you a clue.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you 2 clues.
Okay.
First clue.
Mm-hmm.
This person predominantly throws forehand.
Okay. So Colleen predominantly throws forehand, but I think we've already done Jeremy. Well, we said Sarah Hokum, but that doesn't look like how Sarah starts.
Okay.
We know that Owen throws a lot of forehand, but we've already done Owen, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Who else is a big forehand player? Ella?
Chat,
no.
Chat. Sam says Ella Hansen, question mark. Dylan says Ella. Doc says Gannon. We've had Gannon on before.
And you're good. These are good guesses, Doc, but you're catching up, so you're doing good. I'm going Ella. We got 3 Ellas.
Are you just copying the chat at this point?
Well, the chat, we're working as a team here.
Okay. And then Brendan saying Ella as well.
Yeah.
Do you think it's Ella?
It's Ella.
You sticking with Ella?
We're sticking. Solid.
It's Ella Hansen.
Yeah. Oh, and she's holding one too.
She's holding the second disc, but you can't see it in the silhouette.
Nice job, chat. Good job.
That's probably an upshot. I wouldn't say she's driving with 2 discs in her hand, but yeah, you got that one. Again, if you now looking at it, what would make you think that was Ella?
Well, I did think it was a female from at the start, but then I was like, oh, but I don't really see a lot of hair, and that should have been also a clue. Right? If I thought that was a female form without a lot of hair, then that should have been an Ella. Short
hair or not a lot of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the hat? Forehand. Like these are the little clues that you need to be piecing together to pick up on the person who it might be.
Yeah. Well, I always know that Dylan watches a lot, so.
And then Sam said the same thing, which is another thing I was going to say, but I wasn't sure that you'd actually pick up on it. But the strap on the back of the hat gave it away because she does.
It's always
a little bit out like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
He said it's just a small thing.
Let's go. Keep it rolling.
Right. So we're on number 8.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's Ezra Aderhold all day long. It's Ezra Aderhold from his body size. It's Ezra Aderhold from his elbow being up high. It's Ezra Aderhold from his arm straight down, the brace leg. Everything about that is the guy. There is no question. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, chat. Tell me that's not Ezra.
Is this just AB doing
Nope.
Ezra?
AB's not that big. I can actually see the ripple of the muscles in his forearm. Sounds like a little bit of fanboying here, but
Dylan says it's Ezra.
yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, the final answer. Lock that one in.
Doc says he's stealing your guess. Lock it in. Is Ezra? Yes.
Look at that arm.
Look at that arm. When you said that you could see the ripples in it, I was like, wait till you see the wait till you actually see the. But yeah, you're right. The thing, it's the pull through. It's the head slightly down. It's the arm straight. The elbows up. Just the shoulders, like the V, the triangle, upside down triangle.
Guy is a beast.
Yeah, that was, you know.
And he wasn't, right? Like you saw that post he put out is like
Kristen doing a straddle putt.
Well, I was going to say was, you see that video of his where he was like, if somebody tells you you could play disc golf for a year and live in a van and quit your job, what do you always do it, or something like that was his thing. And it was a montage of photos from when he was doing roofing or whatever he was doing before he went out on disc golf tour.
Right.
And then obviously he's a Planet Fitness guy, that kind of guy. And you just even see the transition of him turning into who he is today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
and he's vegan as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he is.
I won't hold that against him.
But
an Alberta beef boy won't hold that against him.
He's got muscles on top of muscles.
Yeah. He's I think
and that's just his forearm.
I think the kids, because my boys work out, I think that's striation or something like that. Striation or something with your muscles. No, striation is when your muscles really come defined like that.
Well, I know bodybuilders, they try like when they try and get rid of fluid, like they try and get rid of water, they dehydrate themselves. So I was thinking striation is that way, but the striation, yeah.
Okay, let's keep
Brendan
going.
thought it was you because of the muscles. Yeah, unlucky.
One day.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, it's okay to be vegan, I guess. If that's what I could end up looking like.
Yeah.
Number 9 on silhouette.
Silhouette. Ooh, that's Joey Buckets. He's wearing the bucket cap.
Joey Buckets.
And it even looks like Joey. Okay. There is another person who wears a bucket hat though. Are you doing a trick question? Yeah, that's you. Is that Darryl?
I should do that one day. Put me in. I didn't.
Oh, Miguel wears a bucket sometimes.
Oh, he does?
But it looks like Joey to me.
Joey Buckets wears a hat because he's called Joey Buckets. I agree with Joey Buckets, says Sam.
All right.
You locking in Joey Buckets?
Let's lock in Joey Buckets.
Look like that or eat pepperoni pizza? I'll take my pizza.
Yeah.
Dylan says too easy. All right. You're all locking in Johnny Football, Johnny Buckets.
Oh, it was Casey
Hannemeyer.
Yes, he does.
I threw that one in as a bit of a trick because I know as soon as I looked at it like that, I'm like, that looks like Johnny Buckets. Yeah, Joey Buckets.
You know what? The height had it actually had a little marker of his height.
Right.
Yeah. You know what? That would be, okay, I'm going to think about that after. But no, that's, Casey. And Casey, though, too, is very much an ambidextrous, or what do we call it? Like a multi-thrower, in the fact that he throws a ton of forehands, but he can still rip a good backhand, too.
Right.
Like he is a versatile player.
Casey Hannemeyer, Doc, just in case you weren't around in our earlier episodes, he's a Canadian pro.
And an Innova sponsored player.
Innova now sponsored. He was with Prodigy for a while. Yeah, Prodigy. What bet did he lose? That's a sweet looking bucket hat.
Yeah. No, he has...
I'm not too sure about the blue shorts, black and red shirt with the zebra.
Well, he also... No, that's more like a cow print.
Sorry, yeah.
But he wears the limber hat like I do now. Yeah. Right? But I wear it like he does.
Yeah, there you go.
He doesn't wear it like I do, but...
Right.
He wears...
All right. The last one.
Yeah.
Number 10. Did I go easy on you or did I go hard on you?
I think you did the right level of difficulty.
I mean, for the last one.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant for the whole thing so far. Okay,
All
keep
right.
going.
Number 10, last one. Oh, why is that over there?
Okay.
That's a weird place to put it.
So this looks like a female to me, is my first thought.
Yeah. This is a tricky one. This is a very much their face on, and anything that might give it away is kind of out of proportion. So, like, you look at the hand, you look at everything. It's kind of a. I think he got the cow bucket hat as a player pack item from a course on PEI. He talked about it once, possibly on a Chain Out episode.
Maybe Park Pro.
I don't know. Do they exist?
Park Pro? Matt and Andre? Yeah.
Okay, but who's this?
Doc says Sonia from the chat. Well, that could be a good Canadian guess.
Doc's just throwing out female names, I think.
And Canadians now.
Yeah, Sonia,
like you're doing
King.
Yeah. What other Canadian players? So you said everything's kind of hidden.
Yeah, now I look at this one, it's a tough one to... There are some... Like, once you see it,
you'll know.
Obviously you'll know because you'll see it. But, like, there are things about this person that would give it away if you could see this person in any other angle. I couldn't find a good picture of this person.
Right.
This person was number 10. It was about 3:00 in the afternoon, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get this picture.
We already did Holland Hanley?
Nope, we haven't done Holland Hanley.
All right. Well, then that's the case, because I was saying, when you were saying that the picture doesn't really show their features that much, because at first I might have been like, well, maybe is it Evelina, or like, because it just looks like the person is a little bit not like a Haley King structure. But
Donica?
if you're saying that, maybe Holland or Sophia. I think we did Sophia, but maybe not. You think that's a Sophia pose?
I don't think we've done Sophia.
Well, and he just did Casey's, so to end us with a couple Canadians would make sense. It'd be funny if it's Jeremy. That's right.
It would be.
That's right. That was Jeremy with long hair. Yeah.
Okay, do you want a clue?
Sure.
This person is Canadian.
Okay. So Chantel
has been on the podcast.
Or on Silhouette Silahu?
Yes.
So Sophia, that leaves us with Rebecca Dawn.
She has been on Silhouette Silahu.
Could this be Gabby?
Erica?
Could this be Gabby?
Gabby Lee?
Yeah.
Gabby Lee has not been on
or Elaine
Silhouette
King.
Silahu. Elaine King has not been on Silhouette Silahu. I will give you another clue. Are you struggling?
Yeah.
Do you want one more clue?
One more clue for number 10.
This person has been on the podcast.
Okay.
As a guest.
All right. So, chat, we're looking for a Canadian female on the podcast.
I'm going to keep narrowing it down until you get... I'll keep giving you clues.
West or east?
Or
east is a wide swath.
Okay, east.
East. Okay, so we're looking for someone from Ontario or further east. Oh, could it be? It's not Karen Martel.
Karen Martel has not been on Silhouette Silahu.
Could it be You said Chantel has.
Chantel has been on the podcast.
Could it be Karen?
It could be. She's not been on Silhouette Silahu. She's been on the podcast. I mean, I'll give you another clue, but this doesn't really narrow it down anymore, but it kind of does from your guesses. You have met this person.
Oh. So yeah, it could be Karen. I've met Karen.
Yeah. I'm just trying to team BR.
Oh, you know what? Who this could be? This could be Colleen. Colleen McInnes
has not been on Silhouette Silahu.
Locking it in. That's Colleen.
Canada has an east and a west. You're locking it in?
Yep.
You don't want any more clues?
I don't need them.
Okay. My stream must be way behind. Okay. No other hints from the chat?
No. Yeah, I knew it, Colleen.
See, that should be there.
And you know what? That looks better when you see, like, once you see
ponytails.
But it's not only that, is you can see the frame better because the shadows. Yeah. What I'm noticing with it is, now that I see it and you see the positioning of it, it looks different
Right.
Like if you think they're standing straight on or straight sideways or on an angle, it changes. So as soon as you get on an angle, it changes the frame. But as soon as you started to say, I met this person and that, I was like, wait a minute. And I could kind of position it.
Yeah.
I'm like Colleen.
When I picked that one, I was like, yeah, you'll get that because the ponytails and the beanie hat. But then once you put it into silhouette, you're like, oh,
Nope.
You can't really see. Like you could see the ponytail
The beanie
hanging down.
I could tell now, but I didn't think it was that. I thought it was hair.
Right. You thought maybe it was hair on top. Did you think that was her ponytail, or was that like a piece of clothing hanging
I thought
down?
that was still hair, but the way that the silhouette was shaped in my mind, even the shoulder was hair.
Right.
Like the shoulder, so it was like just this weird look, and that's why I'm like, I can't even size them properly. That's why I'm like, from Haley King to Evelina, and I'm like, I don't know because I can't even position the person.
Right.
So that's awesome. It's a good picture too to take too.
Yeah.
So
single disc like in the throw, so you couldn't really. And again, the disc was hidden.
Yeah.
You didn't have no body structure. You had no hair, anything like that. So there's a lot of things.
Well, you did it again.
Did you like that one?
You did. I loved it. It is one of the top quizzes that we do.
Do you remember
Thank
who
you,
that
my
was?
friend. Who that one was? That looks like Paul.
That looks like Paul?
Were these the same ones that we just did?
No. This is number 11, but this is from a previous one. I'm just saying if you want, doing this one. Do you remember who that was?
That one's Paul.
That was Paul?
Yeah.
No, not even close. That was Gannon Burr. Thought that was easy.
All right. No, that's awesome. Thanks again for everybody jumping in and being part of us, hanging out with us all night in this.
And Brendan
fun
said
time.
he thought that person was facing the completely different way.
Yeah, like you just
Way it
couldn't
happens.
see it. So I think maybe we could, I love it. It's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a lot of effort that goes into it.
Well, you like to drag things out a bit. So how would you like to continue from this point on?
Well, we've got so many people in the chat. We appreciate you all being here. Thank you for all signing up to Patreon. If you would like to be a part of this chat and play along with us playing Silhouette Silhouette, if you're listening, if you're listening to this after the weekend or any other time in the future, go over to Patreon, sign up for a free link. You can get in the chat. You can play these games with us. You're going to have so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And all these people, one day, what I'd like to do is I'd like to invite them out to a course. Maybe if we put a tournament on, or maybe if we held an event, or maybe if we got on a bus, Brendan, and made a trip. See, Brendan was talking about a bus again the other day.
And getting into like a ring of fire, maybe?
Just getting to hang around about.
Maybe doing a ring of fire, because a ring of fire is a great competition where all of us would be standing there with discs in hand.
You wanted me to finish it. Now
and
you're
you know
taking
where
over.
we would be?
Where would
we would be around the basket.
Thanks, everybody. Bring up my MVP photo. They're new sponsors. What's that about, Dylan? Next week, disc silhouettes?
Maybe.
Darryl, we need to meet up about the app. Yes, we do. Bring up MVP. All right, I'll talk to you later, Dylan.
Around the basket.
Thanks, everybody.